Today I'm going to be using two heat shrink products and a heat gun to couple wires together in order to install two of the rail yard lights that I have onto my Polar Express layout. The first product is little more than just a heat shrink thing. It also has solder in the middle of it. So when you get the two ends of the wire pushed together with the braids pushed together inside it, and then you put the heat gun on it, the heat gun melts the solder first, which flows over the braids and welds them together, and then it shrinks the tube that holds them so it holds everything firmly in place. The other product is a simple coupler that you slide into. It's a fork coupler that you slide into a terminal block, and I'll be doing that to connect the wires to the terminal block. That one uses a crimping tool to crimp the connector, the fork connector, onto the wire, and then the heat gun you use to shrink that insulation that surrounds it so that it stays firmly attached and it insulates the coupling completely. My connections are complete. I used these two products. Sopoby, S-O-P-O-B-Y is the name on the packaging, and this included multiple kinds of connectors: butt connectors, ring connectors of different sizes, quick disc connectors, fork terminal connectors, which is what I used, and then this product, which is the soldered butt seal connectors. These seal connectors have a plug of solder in the middle, and that plug of solder is melted by the heat of a heat gun, so you don't have to have a soldering iron, you don't have to do anything really fancy. I'll get out one of the yellow ones. This is the largest size. I actually used the smaller size, the red ones, for the smaller wires that I'm using, but this, you can see the plug of solder in the middle that surrounds an opening that you stick the wires into, and then when you put the heat gun on it, that solder melts, which is remarkable, and the heat gun shrinks the insulation and seals the connection. So those seem to have worked very well. I'm going to connect them up and we'll take a look and see how the connections actually work once I plug them in. Now comes the moment of truth. Do these connectors actually work? Let's zoom in on the polar scene, the North Pole scene, and as you can see, those figures are being illuminated by that yard light right there. So yes, that one is working. We'll pan over to the other one and see how that turned out as we go slowly along the layout. And we come down and find the other one past the boarding platform, and yes, that one is lighting up as well. So I would say a big thumbs up to those new connectors. I'm very pleased with how they worked. The idea of being able to get a soldered connection using only a heat gun, I think, is really a game changer. So I'm delighted with these. A big thumbs up to these two connectors. I bought these on Amazon. The maker is S-O-P-O-B-Y, Sopoby, and it's a solder and seal connector. Take a few minutes and run the trains with our new lights on the layout. The new yard lights, one by the boarding platform and one at the North Pole scene. Here we go. For watching. I would invite you to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and like the video, give me a thumbs up down below, and share the video with anybody else you know who's into modeling that might be interested in this topic. Thanks for watching.